Hey, what's up, movie lovers and movie fans? This is J Spice Reviews here, and I'm doing another movie review. And if you can't tell, I got braces now. So, yeah. But we're gonna be continuing the Final Destination franchise finally, because I decided, hey, I don't need a script. I know what I think about the movie. I don't need to be a professional, right? I mean, that's good. That should be the slogan of my channel. Not professional, but he's trying. So we're going to be reviewing this one, on Destination 3, and then to make up for lost time, I'm going to be doing Final Destination 4 too. So, Final Destination 3 pretty much has the exact same plot as the first two, except this time it's on a roller coaster. But in case you missed the other reviews, there's a group of high school students and they graduated, or yeah, either they graduated or it was close to graduation. I can't remember. So then they go to an amusement park. They go on this roller coaster, and then the girl has a vision that the roller coaster is gonna crash or whatever, like derail. And she gets all of them off, and then they all start dying one by one. And they gotta figure out who's gonna die next and how they're gonna die. Yeah, so Final Destination 3 is a pretty solid sequel. I feel like with most horror franchises, the third one is the last good one. You know, like maybe Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, definitely. Um, well, there's a couple Nightmare movies I like after the third one, but Final Destination 3 is still a very good sequel. It's just lesser when compared to the other two, the first two. So we're going to talk about the good and the bad. So the good of this is the roller coaster idea for the premonition is really good. Now it kind of breaks the theme of the first two with like transportation, because the first movie is an airplane and then the second is with just regular vehicles. But I don't really care. It's a good premonition, like it's scary, there's good gore effects, and yeah, horror movies are made for teens, and this is a really good one because it all the scenarios where the deaths happen are like actual things that teenagers would do. Like teenagers go on roller coasters and go tanning and work out in the weight room at like the locker room or whatever. And they go to carnivals and all of that. That's what I really like about the movie. Like the first movie, it's everyday stuff. The same with the second, but the third, it's like more relatable towards teenagers because the movie is targeted towards teens. And the characters, they're not as well developed as the first two movies. They're all kind of stereotypes. You know, like you got the Valley Girls and the big dumb jock, and then the perv who's graduated like 3 years before the rest of them, but he's still flaunting them, which is very creepy. I don't even think that's a stereotype. I haven't seen that a lot in movies. But and then like the main characters in Control Freak, they're all stereotypes, but they feel like real people. Like you feel like you would actually meet all these people in high school. Um, yeah, and some of them have good development. Like the one of the main characters, this guy named Kevin. He he seems kind of like a douche. He's in the beginning, like he doesn't really care that much about his girlfriend, and then later you find out that he was gonna propose to her, and it's like, oh damn, that's good development. And then the main character Wendy, she's like a control freak. She wants everything to be done in specific order, and that's what the third movie does really well. It's like the opposite of control. It's fear of having no control, and that's why I think they chose a roller coaster, because they want to go with that theme. Because when you're on a roller coaster, you can't really do anything about it. Like you can't take off the little like metal strap thing or whatever that they put on. You know that thing, whatever that thing's called. Like you can't stop a roller coaster, and you can't stop death. That's what makes this franchise different. They're not being chased by a physical human being or like a demon or a ghost. It's death itself. It's really cool. And The deaths, are they good? Hell yeah, they're good. They're awesome. It was really cool scenarios. The hardware store scene is probably my favorite, and just because it's really long and drawn out, and then there's so many different like objects in the hardware store, so you don't know what's going to kill them, and then the payoff at the end, it's just like, oh my god, that was awesome. And then there's really good dialogue in it too, because they're like questioning all the logic behind this. Because there's this really cool character named Ian. I get why some people would think he's a dick, but I think he's really interesting because he's just like doesn't believe any of this death stuff, and then he's like confused. It's like, how come death will let terrorists live, but he kills teenagers and stuff like that? And he has a good point. And